Greetings, y'all. I'm back. Don't sleep, Texas. Early voting is underway here in Texas, and I'm getting more and more reports about the blue wave that's coming to Texas. So let's talk facts. You see the chart right there. 21 years of experience, and that's in the executive branch, the legislative branch, as well as the judicial branch for Kamala Harris, because there is the line of she just doesn't have the experience. In which branch? Because do you see the candidates listed there? And do you see the number of years of experience she has over other candidates? And then I love well, what about the economy? Well, let me see if anybody understands how life works in real time. Like, I love it when you talk to people that have these opinions, but then you ask them to stack it up, like my chart there that you're looking at. You ask them to stack it up next to facts, and they, I just want to. Okay, so the economy under the Biden administration has other developed Western countries saying, what did you do to restore your jobs, to restore manufacturing in the U.S., to take jobs that were sent overseas in the last administration, Trump, and bring them back to the U.S. There's so many cities that are booming because of the infrastructure bill that Biden and Harris put out. But real life, let's talk about real life. Let's talk about real facts, real life, because some people are still going, well, but then you ask them to back it with some data, and they can't. That man ran down a wonderful economy that had been started and left to him by Obama. You look at the GDP numbers for Obama, he was on like a plus 1.7 GDP rate index over his 8 years, while that other gentleman was in the negative numbers on the GDP increase. It did not increase, everyone. So when we talk about economy, so let's talk about this. I've said it before, but if you give me a car or a house in which you have not maintained it, you have torn up the engine, ripped out the seats, and when I get that car, I don't get to just drive it. I have to put in some money to get that car to function again. If you give me the keys to a house, and that house has windows broken and a furnace that is not going and all kinds of repairs needed, when I initially get the house, I'm going to have to be out of some money to get it back on its feet. So let's talk about this economy and this inflation. It didn't start because of the Biden and Harris administration. They were given a jacked up economy from you know who, and they had to put the wheels back on the car. They had to put the windows back in the house. From where I stand, that takes money, and you have to get it generated again. It's leveling out now. Do y'all see what the Dow and the stock market looks like now? For those that say, with the Biden-Harris administration. Do you see what that stock market is looking like now, the Dow Jones? You see what the jobs look like in some of the cities, in which houses were boarded up because there was just no money and jobs have been sent overseas. Do you see what any of that looks like now? Oh, it's amazing. So again, yes, we're paying for it at the grocery store. Yes, we're paying for it in some other areas. But you all, that was an inheritance of deficit that the Biden-Harris administration is trying to overcome. You can't give me something broken and think that it can be fixed at no cost. That gentleman gave all the tax cuts and all the greatness to people that didn't need it. Who was paying? I paid more taxes. As a public school educator, last year paid $17,000 in income tax, not to mention real estate tax. And that gentleman has yet to release a tax record. He's yet to show us anything he's paid in taxes. Last I heard, it was $750. Now, you got a Mark Cuban who has tax records out there, who is a true, not self-proclaimed. There's a difference between being a self-proclaimed billionaire and you got financial records, receipts, y'all. We keep saying, well, but, and then you ask people to back it up with facts and they're like, Mark Cuban has receipts and data to back that he is a millionaire, not billionaire, not self-proclaimed. He can say he is and has receipts and statements to prove as such. In assets and in liquid pieces that he has. But that other young man is self-proclaimed have money. Others are mentioning how he doesn't. So y'all, like that chart that's there in front of you that has data points and facts, I double dog dare you to sit with a true rumper, I guess they could be called Trumpers, supporter, and ask them based on what data. Get them to research that she doesn't have the experience. Based on what? Well, she in the economy. Based on what? Like, give me, and y'all, not just surface. Like, talk to me about the timeline of how we got here and where we are now headed. Because, see, what they inherited and where we're headed to is two total different things. But again, I love it when you back a Trumper, into a conversation of, give me the receipts, give me the data, show me your charts, show me your research, because you get, you get the defensiveness, you get the name calling, and they may have learned from their leader to just say, well, you're just nasty. So they may just walk away from you in that conversation because they don't like to be challenged with data. They don't like to be challenged with anything that you have to support it with some numerical figures, not just, I think. Because, see, there's some brainwashing and some saying washing going on. There's some brainwashing, and if I just say it, and then if I proclaim it at the end and say everybody says, just because I say it several times and then say everyone said, that does not make it true. And then because I say something crazy and something that's quite asinine, and then someone comes behind me and said, oh, that's not what she meant. What she really meant, that's saying washing. So y'all, let's quit saying washing. Let's quit. Have your facts, have your receipts, or just go ahead and say what it really is. You don't like the idea of a woman of color leading anything. And let me help people, for people to say, well, she's not really black. Well, I bet you in Oakland, she did not get to proclaim any other race other than black growing up. So we got a lot of fun stuff going on right now. It actually is just kind of comical on one hand of the stuff that people are trying to say to justify some of the things that aren't justifiable. But the comedy stops when you realize these things impact neighborhoods around you. They're still in hiding in certain places in Springfield because of the threats. It's not funny when you think about their FEMA workers that are being attacked and threatened behind lies and vitriol, just spewing of lies, misinformation, disinformation. I grew up with the word that was not fancy, and it was called lying. So with just the lies, we're endangering people. With just the lies, people are afraid to leave their home. Is that the direction we want to go into? Based on, I'm thinking, not based on data and information to support those stances and those thoughts that we have. Y'all, let's quit playing games. Texas, don't sleep. Vote blue. I've already told you in a previous video, look there on my timeline. I've already told you where you can go for early voting. I've already told you the dates and times. I will drop the voter location locator for Dallas County. It gives you an interactive, it'll tell you how far it is from you to vote at that location. It will tell you what the wait time is at that location. And remember, in Dallas County, you can vote at any location, even if it's not the one that's your own. You can vote without your voter registration card. All you need is your ID. Remember, your ID, you could be expired license up to 4 years or expired ID up to 4 years, and you cannot be denied the right to vote. If you're over the age of 70, it does not matter when that ID expired. Y'all, I promise you I was going to come in here every day. That's what it means to me, that neighborhoods, people that are marginalized, grandchildren, children, nieces and nephews have an equal opportunity. It's okay that I got mine, but I need someone else to be able to have an opportunity to get theirs. The other piece to this, you all, is that the democracy, it sounds like a cliche, but it really is at stake when you have someone that everything that they're saying and uttering is totally against what we have as a wonderful democracy. So don't sleep. Get someone to the poll. Send this video to someone that you know that's sick of hearing from you. Let them hear from me. Let's send it around. I'm okay with you hitting the share button. I'm okay with you taking this link and making sure someone else knows it. Look in the comments. I'm going to try to drop voting poll locations and any other useful things in the comments. Let's make it blue, y'all. I'm getting a lot of blue comments. Let's go, let's go, let's go.